Hello, my pretties. Welcome to today's video. I'm starting a new series where I read children's Halloween books leading up to Halloween. I have scavenged around, thrifted, looked in nooks and crannies of bookstores, and have found a really great selection of older Halloween books. This is video 1, and we're starting with Rotten Ralph's Trick or Treat. Now, I have never read this book. It was never written to me. I've never even heard of this book, but when I saw it, it's just got that classic Halloween vibe to it. Now, I'm not sure if the cat is Ralph or not, but I'm assuming Rotten Ralph is this mischievous kitty sitting on the back of this broom, and we have a cute little witch girl who is accompanying him. And as you can see, the trim around this book is just so sweet and so cute. And the back of the book as well. We have Rotten Ralph on the fence with these super cute jack-o'-lanterns and these mice that are dressed for Halloween. Looks like we have 2 bandits, and it looks like one of the mouse are dressed as cheese, which I just think that's so cute. But yeah, when I saw this at the bookstore, I knew I had to have it. Now, let's go ahead and open her up. Oh my gosh. Okay, how cute. We have Rotten Ralph with a mask of the little witch girl. And the witch girl dressed up. They're dressed up as each other. How sweet is that? Now, when I was scouring, looking for books, I wanted to get kind of some old vintagey books, and this book came out in 1986. So this is pretty cool to me to have a book from 1986 that is Halloween themed. But let's go ahead and get started on our story. Rotten Ralph is Sarah's rotten cat. We can see Rotten Ralph pulling on Sarah's shoe ties, and she's dropping her glass of water. One day, when Sarah came home early from school, Rotten Ralph was wearing a frightening Halloween mask. Here we have beautiful Sarah coming home. It looks like Ralph is wearing a devil mask, and we have some cute Halloween decorations in the window with some fall foliage on the ground. Alright. Ralph and Sarah went inside. Suddenly, a creepy hand slipped a note under the door. "Look," said Sarah. "We've been invited to a costume party. It reads, 'Come as the thing you love best.' And because we are best friends," she said, "we'll go as each other." That is so cute. And we have a little monster goblin hand. And it says "party" on it. And we have cute pictures of Ralph being mischievous. And Ralph still being mischievous on the couch. But it is so cute that Sarah wants to dress up as Ralph because she loves him the most. That night, Rotten Ralph and Sarah put on their costumes. "Oh, Ralph," said Sarah, "no one will guess we're dressed as each other." But Rotten Ralph didn't like his costume. I'd rather go as myself, he thought. And look, they've been working on their costumes. We got the sewing machine, fabric, and scissors. Sarah looked so smitten to be dressed up as Rotten Ralph. And Rotten Ralph is over here being rotten, playing with the cuckoo clock. Just then the doorbell rang. "Trick or treat," shouted some children. Rotten Ralph tricked them. He tossed all his old cat food into their bags. "That's not very nice," said Sarah. We got this cute little pumpkin boy and a butterfly fairy princess looking girl. And it looks like Ralph tossed some leftover fish, apples, eggs, probably really, really nasty things you would not want in your trick-or-treat bag. Oh, and he has a mouse in his hands. And Sarah is not having it. She's like, no, no, no. Not in this house. On their way to the party, Rotten Ralph felt rotten. He chased a black cat right across Sarah's path. "Oh no," she cried. "That's bad luck. I hope this doesn't ruin the party." I love how much Rotten Ralph kind of does look like Sarah. So it looks like Sarah is tormenting herself. And we have a big black cat. Oh my goodness, that cat is quite large. And it looks like we have some other cats. I cannot tell what they are dressed as, but very interesting. And we have a little boy dressed as a bunny. Possibly the Easter Bunny. And we have some cute little squirrels in the trees. A little ghosty boy, a mummy, a witch. Very cute. When Ralph and Sarah arrived at the party, everyone was fooled by their costumes. "You look nice," they said to Ralph. "Thank you," said Sarah. "And you look nice too," they said to Sarah. But Rotten Ralph didn't want to be nice. As soon as he spotted their Halloween candy, he put it all in his bag. Oh no, it looks like Sarah is stealing the Halloween candy. Oh gosh. And we have poor little Sarah just being so nice. But Rotten Ralph is stealing all the candy. We got this cute girl here dressed as a piece of cake, a milkshake looking man. Look at these cute Halloween decorations at this party. We have punch, a fun little goblin cake, and look at all of that candy that Rotten Ralph is stealing from the party. After that, he pulled the sheets off the ghost. "That's no way for a best friend to act," said Sarah. Oh no, the poor ghosties. What is this? My first thought was a donut, but I cannot tell what this little boy or girl is dressed as. And then we have a book that's fairy tales. But look at Rotten Ralph being so rotten. Then he poured the goldfish into the punch bowl. Oh my gosh, Rotten Ralph. What are you doing, you crazy, crazy cat? And just the mischievous smile of the Sarah mask is so great. And all the little fishes are like, no, no, please. Oh, we have some more mice. It looks like we have a ghost and maybe a mouse dressed as a mouse, which is kind of cute. Everyone at the party was upset. "What's wrong with Sarah?" one of them asked. "She never acted like this before," remarked another. "I don't know what's gotten into her," said the party hostess. but I wish she'd behave like that nice cat of hers. Oh no, poor Sarah is being blamed for Rotten Ralph's behaviors. And look at Rotten Ralph go on the Halloween balloons. Oh my. Rotten Ralph ran into the kitchen. He took the lid off the popcorn popper. Popcorn flew all over the room. And look, the kitchen is full with popcorn. But you know what? You know that this smells so good. Fresh popped popcorn is probably one of my favorite smells. But Rotten Ralph being rotten in all the popcorn in the kitchen. Then he decorated the bathroom with candy apples. Stop it, said Sarah. Everyone thinks I'm the rotten one. Poor Sarah. I love that Sarah is committed to her Halloween costume, that she is not taking it off. She is just letting Rotten Ralph do their thing. And look at all of those sticky apples everywhere. Oh, Rotten Ralph. The party guests had enough of Sarah's rotten behavior. We think you should take your cat and go home, the hostess said to Ralph. The real Sarah was embarrassed. Rotten Ralph was happy to leave. Rotten Ralph is like, my plan has all come together. And poor Sarah just back there. Oh, getting the blame for everything. But Sarah was upset. A best friend wouldn't treat me this way, she sobbed. Oh no, Sarah is really sad. She's crying. And Ralph looks really, really upset that he made Sarah upset. And then we have the cute little purple house. Just then, that black cat appeared. Oh no, cried Sarah. Not more bad luck. Rotten Ralph took off his costume. Growl! He howled. He chased the black cat out of Sarah's path and up a tree. We love that. Good job. Good job, Ralph. When they got home, Sarah said, "Oh, Ralph, you're still my best friend." Rotten Ralph purred. Trick or treat, he thought. Then he curled up on Sarah's lap. Best friends forever. How sweet. I would say Ralph definitely made it better in the end by protecting Sarah from more bad luck. And poor Sarah, she could have just taken her Ralph mask off and everyone would have known. But this is our first Halloween book of the year. What do we think about Rotten Ralph's Trick or Treat? It seems as though him and Sarah did a lot of tricking. It was mainly Ralph was the one who decided instead of treats for Halloween, he was going to pass out lots of tricks. I personally really enjoyed this one. I felt like the illustration was great. Beautiful Halloween. Alrighty, until next time, thank you so much for going on this trick-or-treat journey with me.